everyone, it's Hide and Seek with Kocnuni. I'm your host Shannon, and today it's another sunny and beautiful day in Korea, and we have a super fun adventure for you guys today. We're in Gyeonggi-do in a place called Anyang, and specifically the Anyang Art Park, which is so amazing, and if you guys ever get a chance to come here, I highly recommend it. I've actually been to this place today, so we're going to be able to talk a little bit more about some of the things that I've seen, some of the things that I've noticed, but without further ado, we do have a job to do. We have to find Kocnuni. So here we go, our first clue. Hi Shannon! The Anyang Art Park is a forest where you can see various artworks by artists around the world. Hope you will have a wonderful experience today. You can find the clue to the next location if you find San Francisco at the turning point. Alright, so it looks like that's what we gotta go do. We have to find San Francisco of all things, so let's go ahead and get started. But before we do that, take a look around. This is the top of the Anyang Art Park. This particular spot is called the Peak. It's actually, for obvious reasons, really, really high up, so you can kind of get a nice view of the forest and all the mountains behind me. There's even some special sculptures that you can see. There's one just across the way, really, really, really beautiful, and like I said, this is an art park, so there's all kinds of sculptures. What we're standing on right now is actually a sculpture itself, and when we get down to the bottom, you'll be able to see it and how cool it is, but it basically spirals like this, so you guys are going to be following me as we go down. Like I said, I've been to this location before. I actually came here once, about a year ago actually, to do a photo shoot, and it was super fun. And this is a great location for doing photo shoots and like photo spots with your friends and all that, because it's an art park, and essentially not everything is like a painting, but it's more like sculptures, and it's from artists from all around the world. So no two pieces are similar. They all look very different. They all represent something super different. So it's really, really cool. If you guys are wanting to like check out some art, you can come hang out here. Also, you can go hiking. There's tons of spaces to go hiking, and you'll get to see that as we go down also. And yeah, we're going to be looking for San Francisco at the turning point, which is another art sculpture that you guys will get to learn a little bit more about. So the basis, from what I understand, I didn't actually go to this one the first time that I came here, but the turning point is supposed to represent like several different large cities and kind of how Korea and Seoul impacted all of that. So it'll definitely be interesting to see. I hope you guys are kind of getting to see the one that we're standing on right now behind me. It's really, really cool. And yeah, just check in with me, guys. How have you guys been? Are you enjoying the lives? What are you thinking about the location so far today? A replica of a monument. Oh, an artwork from San Francisco. The artist, I'm actually not sure. We'll actually get to learn a little bit more about that. Obviously, at the base of every single sculpture or art piece, there's going to be a little bit more of like an information sheet that kind of details a little bit more about the project and a little bit more about kind of what the piece is based off of as well. Full of green forest. Yeah, definitely. Shannon's ready to walk a lot again. Always. You know that Kocnuni always makes us do this. We actually hiked all the way up to the top before we started the live today, so we're going to go in reverse order, which is a little bit different, but I think it'll be easier for you guys. Instead of hearing me huffing and puffing while we climb up the mountain, we're just going to go down together and kind of review some of the art pieces that we get to see and talk about this wonderful location that you guys have probably never heard of or never seen before. I know that when I lived in Seoul, Anyang was like, I thought just hello, but it's actually Anyang is hello, and then Anyang is a place. So slight difference there for those of you that are learning Korean. There is a place very similar to the word hello, but it's just outside of Seoul. It's in Gyeonggi-do, which is where I've taken you guys a couple times before outside of Seoul to go see some unique stuff. So we're here again. This particular place, like I said, very popular among tourists and also among locals. Just walking around, there's all kinds of not just art and hiking and stuff that you guys can go do, but something else is the food. The food in the street that has all kinds of cafes and little shops. So amazing. Like before we came up here to hike, we needed to fill up our bellies because we knew it was going to be a long day. So we stopped by a little dip to get some 닭갈비. So for those of you that are learning Korean, 닭갈비 is a chicken dish. It's often served in like a really big pot, and it's a little bit spicy. The one that we had today, because every place makes it different, had tteokbokki, it had kimchi, and it had sweet potato, which I've never tried before, but it was actually super, super delicious. So make sure you guys are checking out some of the food and stuff around here as well. So amazing. And then of course there's cafes in traditional Korean fashion. You're always going to find cafes, and not only are they delicious, but they're also very aesthetically pleasing as well. This is the first time I've seen this wonderful place. The weather is so good. Yeah, the weather has been amazing. Luckily, we've been blessed this week. We're gonna have weather similar to this, maybe a little bit hotter some days, a little bit cooler some days, but pretty much throughout the week. And then at the end of the week, because good weather can't last forever, it's gonna start pouring rain. I'm just holding out that we kind of get past the rainy season quickly this year. Sometimes the rainy season can last as long as a month and sometimes even longer than that, but hopefully we get a short one this year because rainy season really puts a bummer on my energy. I definitely get my energy from the sun and I like sunny, warm days like most of us. My favorite part of Seoul being close to nature, which we all need. Yeah, and that's something I've referenced a couple times in some of these, is Seoul is often portrayed around the world as like just a giant city and there's not really anything else to it. But it's actually one of the greener cities that I've ever been to. And not to mention, it's never too far away from some sort of nature spot, whether it's the mountains that you're hiking within Seoul, like Achesan, for example, is one that I used to hike a bunch. Or in Gyeonggi-do, you can find all kinds of nature and wildlife and, of course, unique art sculptures. So if you guys want to take a look to the left, you guys can kind of see what we were walking on before. This is, like I said, the peak. Anyang Art Park Peak. So this is just one of the sculptures, but it looks even more amazing from down below, so hopefully we'll get to show you that soon. As long as it doesn't flood this year. Yeah, that's true. Great point, Nathan. So a lot of times with the rainy season, and this is something that we don't typically deal with in the States, we don't really have like a season for rain or for dry or anything like that. It's just kind of pretty even. But here, one of the problems with rainy season is the lack of infrastructure inside Seoul can often cause flooding. Last year, if you guys want to look it up and check it out, you can catch a pretty crazy news story about how Gangnam Station got extremely flooded. And I mean to the point where like it was all the way up past the stairs, over the top of the train. Really crazy. So hopefully we don't get any flooding this year. Definitely puts a damper on things, and it's also super dangerous. So stay safe if you guys are in Seoul, and if you're not, try to avoid rainy season if you guys do come visit. You can look up online sort of the dates and times that falls in between. And here we are at the bottom. I want to show you guys this. Check it out, look up. It looks so amazing. This is definitely one of the coolest places that I've ever been. And I don't think I've ever been inside of a art exhibit like this. This is really unique and very cool. So took us a minute to walk down, but now we're gonna go find Kocnuni. Like I said, we need to find San Francisco. And like I said, you guys, at the base of every sculpture or art piece, you'll be able to find a little bit more information about the artist, sort of what the piece is about, why it's here, that kind of thing. And I believe there's a website as well. If you guys want to go even further into detail about that, you definitely can. All right, so we're gonna follow it along, try to find this turning point location, looking for San Francisco. I'm not exactly sure what that San Francisco reference is gonna be entailing, but we're gonna check it out for sure. Where are you walking now? I can't wait to get downstairs and see the building. Well, you're not really gonna see a whole lot of buildings here today because we are actually on the side of the art park that is more or less just the sculptures and the hiking and that kind of thing. There are big buildings here that have all kinds of like cafes and restaurants as well as art. This is an entire park, but this location is actually so massive, guys. If you check it out on a map, it's way bigger than anything that I'll be able to show you in one little episode. So maybe in the future we'll be able to come back and explore an entirely different side of this place. I know when I first came here to do the photo shoot that I was telling you guys about, I got to go to so many different locations, but it's because we had all day. And here on this little show, we don't have too much time, so I can't get to show you guys everything. But if you want to check out some of the unique spots, you can actually look it up on my Instagram. I do have a couple of photos there of the Anyang Art Park, so I'll drop that for you guys a little bit later. But right now, we're going to try to find San Francisco. So that structure was replicating the hills. Yes, actually it was. All right, so like I said, this is like a hike, like a mountain sort of thing. So you will get these signs. They're pretty common. They're all around. They kind of tell you which way to go, depending on what you're looking for. So you don't really need to worry about getting lost or anything like that. And it looks like we have found turning point, our next one. So this particular artist is from Japan, for example. So like I said, artists from all around the world. The one that we just came from up those stairs was from the Netherlands, and this one's from Japan, so it's gonna be super cool. And, oh, okay, I think I get it now, hold on. San Francisco at the turning point. So if I'm not mistaken, these are names of cities. Hotan, Rasht, Aleppo, yep. Athens, Catania, Cordoba, Lisbon, Washington, D.C. Oh, that's close to where I'm from, D.C. and San Francisco. Yay! We found our next one. And the last one actually says Anyang. So for you guys looking for spelling, that's where we are today. And let's go read our next hint and see what it says. Shannon, good job finding me. The next hint is in the tail of dragon. Ooh, okay. The way that they spelled tail implies like an actual like structural element, like a tail, not a tale like a story. So I guess we're gonna be looking for something that kind of looks, I don't know, my imagination says like spicy, and something that spicy. Spiky is what I meant to say, not spicy. Sorry, I still have takalbi on my mind. Spiky, and then maybe like long and wavy? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been to everything here. It's kind of impossible to visit everything, but we're certainly gonna try it today. So, right, left. Which way should I go? All right, I think we're gonna go left. Let's check it out. And guys, the weather today could not be more beautiful. There's a slight breeze, so it's kind of taking the heat away from the sun. For those of you that have never spent a summer in Korea, it is a heat like you have never known before. And that's someone coming from the South in America. So where I'm from, it gets really, really humid and really, really hot. And I thought I knew what all of those words meant until I came here. And Korean weather changed my entire outlook on everything. So make sure if you guys are here during the summertime, please, please, please wear sunscreen. Make sure you guys are using, you know, the typical precautions to protect yourself, sunglasses, hats, all that. Watch out carefully. Does the dragon have fire? You know what? I don't know, but I've never met a dragon in person, so I'll ask them. Some people say that I look like the lady from, what is it, Game of Thrones, like Daenerys Targaryen. So if I'm the mother of dragons, then I have nothing to worry about, hey? Shannon really loves adventure. I do, and Korea is a great place for that. And I just got some details about some of the upcoming episodes, you guys, and you have no idea. This is gonna be amazing. Wow. Okay, so I'm not quite sure. I'll have to find the information to see if this is what we're looking for, but this is beautiful. One of the things I'm noticing right off the bat, these tiles, if you guys were watching one of our previous episodes, we talked a lot about it in the village that we went to. These are called kiwa. So these are the type of tiles that are typically made for like hanoks in traditional style Korean housing. So yeah, very cool. Looks like they definitely, whoever the artist was, took some Korean inspiration. Perhaps they are Korean. Not really sure. I wonder if I could climb on it. I definitely won't, but if I was a kid, I feel like that would be my first thought, to like run up the side. Kiwa. Any snakes? No, not snakes. I wonder if this is what we're looking for though. Let's find the information sheet and check it out. Ah, indeed, the tail of the dragon. And I was right, guys, my assumption. The artist is Korean, Sung Taek Lee. So yeah, I can definitely see why. He took inspiration from traditional Korean hanok style housing and then built this beautiful dragon tail. I'm actually not exactly sure what the history is with dragons in Korea. I know that in Japan and China, there's sort of like a relevancy there that we've seen before in the West. So I'm curious to know the history or like the stories behind that, if there's anything kind of similar in Korea. I don't know, we'll check it out. Now we need to find this clue. I don't know where it is. Kocnuni, I don't see it on that side. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. Wow, nice. Wow, we're doing good. I've already found 2 clues. The next hint card is in the dimensional mirror labyrinth. Ah! Okay, I am so excited that Kocnuni wants to show you guys this too, because this is one of those places where I actually did the photo shoot that I was telling you about, and it's easily the coolest like photo spot I've ever seen. And obviously, but for obvious reasons, there's a mirror involved, and it's super cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And labyrinth, meaning like maze, sort of. So you guys are gonna get to walk around the maze with me in the mirror. It's a little bit trippy for those of you that have never seen anything like this before. It can be a bit disorienting if you haven't, you know, seen it. If you guys are kind of sensitive to light, spinning, that kind of thing. You'll see what I mean when we get there. It's kind of hard to explain, and I don't want to give too much away, but I actually was lucky enough to go here before. So this is gonna be super cool. I can't wait to show you guys. Today's clues remind me of movies and series. There must be a lot of mirrors. Yes, the whole thing is mirrors. It's really, really cool. The next hint card, Game of Thrones Inception. Yeah, honestly, that's what it feels like. All right, so I don't know, I actually haven't been paying attention to where we're going. I do that a lot when I'm talking to you guys. I always get lost in like whatever the conversation is about or wherever you guys take me. Yeah. If there's anything else that you guys want to know about this particular location, always feel free to let me know. All right, so, this is one of the cooler statues that I want to show you guys. This is super interesting. So when we first walked by it, we actually didn't even notice what it was. We saw this here. It says boy and girl. And like I said, all of these are at the base of the art sculptures, right? So when you look over behind me, we were like, what the heck? Where's the boy? Where's the girl? And then when we looked up, we realized this whole thing is actually a statue. The way that it's like centered and angled is so unique. It looks like he's extremely tall, but he also looks 2D almost. And I've never seen a sculpture that looks 2D like that, so it's super cool. And then behind me over here, his counterpart is the girl, so you guys can check her out as well. All right, so just another one of those little sculptures for you. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And then this one, unfortunately, is closed today. I've done some of the photos on my Instagram was actually here, so you'll be able to recognize that right away. We won't really get to visit this one, but it's more or less like a birdhouse, for lack of a better example, like reference. But from what I can tell, it's made out of like cartons, like I'm not really sure, but it's actually very unique. And typically, if it's not closed, you guys are able to go inside and you can kind of check things out, and it looks like a giant bird nest on the inside. One of the things that we won't get to see today is one of my favorites. I don't remember the name of the particular sculpture, unfortunately, but it's basically like a giant, how can I explain it? It's like a miniature castle made out of bamboo, and it's rounded like this, and the inside is like, I can't even explain it. Again, it's probably on my Instagram if you guys want to see it, check it out, learn a little bit more about it. Really blends into the environment. That's kind of scary, yeah. Recycled cartons, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, so awesome. Thank you guys for paying attention, and I always enjoy when you guys are interacting with the live as well. It really helps me. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if there's something you want to know a little bit more about, feel free to drop it in the comments. No problem whatsoever. So we are a little bit busy today. There's people out here enjoying the weather just like I am, and also enjoying all the art and probably learning a little bit more about the artists, some of the different sculptures that we're going to get to see. So I hope you guys are really enjoying that. And it's peeking at me through the woods right there, but we're coming up on our next clue, or well, I assume that's where the next clue is. He said it's in the Mirror Labyrinth. So like I said, this is one of my favorite places, and you guys are going to get to see it, and I'm so excited. Each design must have its own meaning, must be very meaningful, which is beyond colorful plastic beer crates that look different from every angle. Yeah, definitely. All right, so now for the fun part. We're gonna get to see the Mirror Labyrinth. All right, let's check it out. We're kind of in the middle right here. You can see like there's a lot of stuff around. Also, something unique about this kind of environment in Korea, you guys, these trees over here, the typical pine trees in like North America don't look like this. So I actually find it very, very beautiful, and they're very twisty and windy, and they kind of interlock like fingers. So I've always thought that that was really beautiful. But without further ado, let's go. This is the Mirror Maze, or Mirror Labyrinth, I should say. And as we walk by, you guys are going to be able to see my reflection about 1,000 times. And this is the artist here is from Denmark. 3-dimensional Mirror Labyrinth is what it says. So this is so cool, you guys. When I came here the last time, I actually wrote my name in here somewhere, but I don't remember where it is, unfortunately. And everything is mirrored, so it might be on the opposite one, and I just don't know about it. But this is really, really cool. And I imagine if you were a kid, you could come in here and your imagination would run wild. So it keeps going, following the maze all the way around. But yeah, I feel like if you came in here, this kind of reminds me of those, not like haunted houses, but those mirror mazes at the fair when you're young. Funny story, I actually ran into one of those, like got lost in the mirror maze. And here's our next clue. Dun, 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 dun. Kocnuni is honestly making it a little bit easier for me today, which I do appreciate. Our clues have been pretty obvious, but we're also getting to explore and see some really cool stuff. So let's read it. Next one, find the Shadow Lake for the next hint card. Shadow Lake. Shadow Lake. Do lakes have shadows? I don't know how this works. Okay, now I'm confused. Oh wait, how do we get in here? How do we get out? Okay. Even though I've been here, it's still a labyrinth. Like I said, it can be very disorienting just because of how much is going on. Let's go this way. I wonder what animals think when they walk in here and they look at their reflection. Shannon was in the mirror. Yes, I spy the cameraman. Uh-oh. Yeah, surprise you guys. We are on camera right now. So of course you're gonna see the cameraman. All right, let's try to find, there's another info thing about the labyrinth, if you guys wanna read more about that. But now we need to find the, what was it again? Shadow Lake? Yeah, Shadow Lake. I'm a little confused though, because lakes don't have shadows. So what am I supposed to do? I feel dizzy. Yeah, if you guys are easily disoriented, maybe that's not your favorite, but I certainly like it. What is this one? The singing bench. Okay, so this is another one that we're coming on. I suppose it's a bench that you can sit on or hang out at. Should I try? Can I actually sit on it? I don't know. I guess I could, right? You can see where spring is sprung and there's quite a bit of pollen on top now. But this looks like, what are those? Hot Wheels? Like a Hot Wheels track? When I was a kid, I used to play with those all the time. So these are super fun for me. I'm also obsessing right now over all the greenery around. Just all the plants and everything feels so open, and I'm one of those people where nature really kind of gives me energy and it really revives me. So now we're looking for Shadow Lake. Shadow Lake. I don't know. Actually, there's not a lake around here, but there is a river. So I don't know, maybe they mean the river? Let's just keep going. Let's see what we can find. Wow, it's so pretty. There's all kinds of bridges, and like I said, the energy here is very chill energy, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Also, just the forest in general. I grew up kind of in the woods around the forest, so this thing is really for me. What is this? What is this? I don't see the name of it. Let's check it out though. It looks really pretty. I want to see. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. So you can see here we're having some of those traditional carvings. I'm not sure if this is Korean. This doesn't look like hanbok to me, but yeah. So if we look down here a little bit, you can see water, and it kind of expands out beyond that as well. Wow, this is really beautiful. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell, it's actually been etched in there. So somebody probably used a medium to burn it into the steel. I'm not sure. This is really unique and beautiful though. Look, here's another one of those. I have a feeling this is either Chinese or Japanese. This doesn't look like traditional Korean. See her outfit? What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think in the comment. Korean art is amazing. There's a picture, well, it definitely tells a history. Byungpyeong. Ooh, yeah, it is really interesting. Let's see what other clues we can get from here. Maybe this is the lake. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to find our detailed sheet, our information sheet to tell us a little bit more about it. But I'm also seeing some of the storks. This is written in English, actually. Hills like white elephant. That's cool. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that this is maybe a little bit more Chinese. Chinese? Is this Chinese? I'm not exactly sure. You guys will have to tell me. Maybe it's a Hanja also. So let's see if we can find what tells us a little bit more information about it. Ah, okay, I found it. So this one is called the Shadow Lake. So we did find it, but we haven't found the clue yet. And this is actually a Korean artist. Okay, very cool. So see you guys, when I come here, I'm also learning about everything as well. And there's some clues at the top of each one of these. I'm just now noticing. In the top corner of some of these, there's like, it looks like hieroglyphics almost, like illustrations that are giving us a hint about what it's about maybe. So it looks like a lady carrying a baby here. I don't know. Are we back? I think so. So here's our next clue, you guys. So sorry about the technical difficulties. We did get it figured out, so let's keep going. It's the last hint. You'll find me if you find the artificial waterfall. Okay, so this is one of those spots. I do know what it looks like, but I've never actually been there before. So we gotta get going because it's kind of a ways away. So you guys are gonna walk with me while we go find our last one, which is our lovely friend, Kocnuni. So this is gonna be really exciting for both of us. We'll get to see it. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties, you guys. This is a live show, so sometimes accidents do happen, but we're gonna do our best to prevent that at all costs. So jumping right back into where we were the first time. We're gonna keep walking around. Like I said, we are in Anyang Park today, and this is the art sculpture hike, I guess I would say. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Whew, it's a little bit warm today. All right, let's keep going. So as we walk around, you're gonna see more of those sculptures and some of the awesome greenery that we get to experience. We do understand, no issues. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to pause thing, but it gives us a chance to reset. If you guys have any experience with like editing and stuff, I actually find that super, super interesting, and there's so much more that goes into it than I feel like people understand, so it should be really cool. All right, Koreanet just dropped a hint. They said, by the way, the artist had motives from various movies such as Swan Lake and Elephant Man, and that's why the artwork Shadow Lake is showing different stories. Thank you so much, Koreanet. I'm so glad you guys let us know. Like I said, I'm here, I'm also learning with you guys. It's not just me kind of presenting. I'm learning, I'm getting to see and explore, and that's why I really enjoy doing these, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. Here we are again. This is kind of the entrance, more or less, to the art hike that we just went on. And as you can see, Kocnuni did not spare us today. We did have to do quite a bit of exercise as we walked up and down. So back down we go. I suppose down is better than up though. You guys will have to hear me breathing really hard. Did Kocnuni play in the waterfall? Perhaps. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if he likes to swim though. I certainly do. And maybe you guys got a glimpse of that in the last episode where we showed the boat and stuff. Thanks, Koreanet, for the information. Let's go down the stairs. Yeah. I hope you guys, as we're going down the stairs, you're getting to really appreciate how beautifully green Korea is. I never really expected it to be this lush and just kind of full of nature. I always pictured it in my mind as like really like a city, kind of like up there with Tokyo, hustle and bustle all the time, but it's really not like that at all. It's definitely a lot more relaxed. Korean people really take pride in being able to provide spaces and stuff for people to rest. I think I've touched on it before in our previous lives, but sometimes they'll even have places where you guys can go take a rest in like cafes and stuff, for example. They'll have like little rooms where you guys can relax. Jjimjilbangs are a great place for that as well. You guys can go get your spa on. You can go after work. You can often spend the night in jjimjilbangs if you just really, really rest and relax and kind of revitalize. Here we are, you guys. We are right here at the bridge. Like I said, there isn't necessarily a lake, but we do have a river, which we are going to be crossing right now. The way that they've structured this whole thing is so incredibly beautiful. I feel like they really paid attention and gave a lot of detail to every little aspect of this park when they designed it, because it all relies on like architectural arts and beauty. So it almost feels like we're on the inside of a whale or something. Like it feels like a rib cage. I don't know about if that's the vibe that you guys are getting, but it's certainly what I'm getting today. And as you can see, there's so much beauty around here, especially with the natural river. And of course, there's the 3 cafes right there across the other side. But hopefully you guys are getting to enjoy the beautiful scenery today. I hope you guys are enjoying the sound of the water. I know that I very much do as well. So this place really has a lot to offer. Just outside of like the sculptures that you can see and coming to take a nice hike, you can also dine Riverside if you'd like to. You can grab a coffee, anything else, and you guys can see lots of amazing art as well. So it's super, super beautiful. We're coming up on another structure right here behind me. It's really unique. Looks like there's carvings on the outside of it, but what I remember about this structure when I came here last time, the carvings are done all the way through the metal. So when the sun shines down on it, it actually leaves an imprint of light on the ground below, and it's very, very beautiful. So check out this etching here. I'm not exactly sure what it represents. I don't know if it's supposed to be a map or if it's like language. I'm not really sure. But on the inside here, make sure you watch your head. On the inside here, you get all kinds of different views, like the one on the ground, but also when you look up above, it's so beautiful. The way that the light comes through is actually so unique, and I really enjoy it. So as you can see, there's some natural stones here that you guys can use to take a break if you'd like, and just hang out in here, watch the cars go by, sit with your friends. Super, super fun. All right, so right behind me here, you guys, Anyang Pavilion. This is where we are today, Anyang. For those of you learning Korean again, this is not the word annyeong, that's hello. This is Anyang Park, and that's the pavilion where you guys can take a rest. On the inside of the pavilion, they actually offer a lot more information as well. You can get some pamphlets, you can talk to some of the people that work here a little bit more in depth about sort of what this place represents, how it came to be. And because there's no cars, I think we should go ahead and cross. I don't want to get caught in traffic. It is a little bit busy today, but that's just because it's so nice out. The weather is wonderful and we're really, really enjoying it. And as always, you guys, are on the search for Kocnuni and we have to find a fake waterfall, I believe. So we're gonna keep walking and talking while we do that. But I hope you guys enjoy it the whole time. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about things that you've seen today and what you guys are feeling about the live. Sorry about all the technical difficulties earlier, you guys. Promise it wasn't intentional. We're definitely doing our best as always. Good luck. The steps that take would be cool. Yeah. Really like the challenges in the glass, definitely. All right, so sorry about all the difficulties we're having, you guys. We really are trying our best. Like I said, this place is dog friendly. This place is kid friendly. You guys will get to hang out with whoever you want. You can honestly, you could have a picnic here also. I feel like a lot of the spots that we've gone to have been really environmentally based, like a park or something like that, where you guys can enjoy food and you can enjoy each other's company. And this is one of those places too. Like I said though, I would highly recommend that when you guys come here specifically, you try some of the food. Especially like if you guys like Korean food or if you're interested in experiencing it, this would be a fantastic place for that because you can really get some of those more traditional Korean dishes. And right now, one of my favorite things to try would be naengmyeon. For those of you that have never had naengmyeon, it is cold noodles, which was kind of an odd concept to me at first. When someone was like, do you want cold noodles? I couldn't imagine like what that would be like or what that would taste like, because every noodle dish I've ever had, whether it was pasta or mac and cheese or I don't know, like soup or something, it was always hot or it was always warm. So the idea of cold noodles was very foreign to me until I tried it. And once I did, I became obsessed immediately. It was so good and it's perfectly refreshing for hot days just like this. So here we are, we're coming up on some more of these cafes as well as restaurants. Like I said, you're never gonna run out of options. There's plenty of stuff to choose from. So if you guys aren't into noodles, no worries. You guys can go get some meat. You can try bibimbap. You can try bingsu, another great dish to try in the summertime. It's actually like a shaved ice milk dessert, for lack of a better way to describe it, but it's really, really delicious. Highly recommend. And Korea is no stranger to experimenting with cool flavors. So you can get red bean or vanilla, you can get banana. I've seen Oreo, strawberry, like mango, everything. So for sure, you guys that are foodies out there, definitely come check it out. My friends would be taking pictures all the time, yes. Love the telephone booth to your right. We already passed it. Sorry, I saw your comment a little bit late, but yes. Definitely want to visit this place someday. I know, you definitely should. And we're coming up on it right now. We're getting closer and closer to finding Kocnuni. But over here, this is one of the more magnificent places and bigger structures. In the summertime, I know that for kids, they do offer like water park vibes, for lack of a better way to describe it, but they've actually got a light show and a water show right over here, and it's not on. Oh, I see Kocnuni. Look, there he is. What? How do I get over there? Kocnuni! Kocnuni! Yeah, 어떡해. How? What? Koreanet. They didn't tell me. How am I gonna do this? Do I have to go swimming? Uh-oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I think I figured it out. I think there's an entrance over here. Let's try. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side. Kocnuni! Kocnuni! It's really dark. Kocnuni! Ah, Kocnuni! I found him, guys, right here. Wow. Man, you took us on an adventure today. You know, we had quite some technical difficulties trying to find you. And for a second, I thought I was gonna have to go swimming, which honestly, it's really hot and the water doesn't look that deep, so I think it might have been fine, but it's so good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the adventure today. Thanks for taking us to the art park. We talked a lot about some of the architecture and the different artists. And yeah, what was your favorite sculpture? Let me know in the comments what your favorite was. And while you guys are doing that, don't forget, At the end of every live show, we do offer a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway for someone who was super active in the chat, somebody who was participating a lot or asking questions or just hyping me up. It always really, really helps me when you guys are participating a lot, so thank you for that. Drop below what your favorite part about today's show was, and while you're doing that, I will select a winner. Kocnuni, you can help me? All right, let's see. Lovely Kocnuni. Tell me what your favorite spot was today, you guys. Your favorite part was the river area? Oh, okay, good suggestion. I think my favorite, you guys, is still probably the mirror one. I don't know, I just find it really like pretty and also very fascinating. I really like mazes and stuff like that. I used to go to like festivals and carnivals where we would have like the haunted mazes or we would have the mirror mazes and stuff. So I really like that one, and I also, like I said, have some experience. I do want to let you guys know about a couple other locations here. We didn't get to see it today, but if you want to check it out online, you totally can. Just look up Anyang Art Park. And there's this giant tunnel that's like entirely blue, and it's so beautiful. There's also these like stairs that are brown, and they kind of come down into a little cave, I guess, but it's built like a wave pool. It's really, really interesting. So unfortunately, we didn't get enough time to show you guys everything, but I do hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. So let's see. The labyrinth was really cool. All right, time to pick a winner. Here we go. Somebody who's been active the whole time, and someone who also hasn't won yet. We have to pick a new one. I can't pick the same one, guys. Let's see. All right, today's winner is gonna be Elena Renteros. Elena, are you of like Spanish descent, Hispanic, Latin American? I'm not sure, but I love your name. It's very cool, very beautiful. And without further ado, take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3, screenshot. You are our winner today. Congratulations. You have won a $50 Amazon gift card. In order to receive your gift card, just follow the steps in the link below. Koreanet will help you get it all sorted out. So just make sure you keep that screenshot and email it to them, and they can get it sorted for you. And thank you guys so much, as always, for watching and for participating. I really hope you got to learn a little bit more about Korea and all the different areas and things that you can try and do. And also for helping me find my chubby little friend here, Kocnuni. It's always awesome when he takes us on adventures, and today to also one of my favorite places. So this was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll have it fixed next time. If there's anything else that you guys want to see, drop it in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.